opening statement from Coach Moore, and then you'll are free to ask questions.
Well, again, first of all, I'll give credit to Elon. Well coached. Kids played really well today, and I thought they did a good job of making it hard for us to run our stuff and do the things we wanted to do. We just reached a point where we were just basically 4 out, let's get Lisa the ball. So obviously she had a really good game. She's a better free throw shooter than that, so hopefully we can get that straightened out. But I kept telling this team, we've been shooting the three really well, and I've been telling them there's going to come a time when we don't shoot the ball well, and you're going to have to win doing other things. And I thought we were a step slow. I thought Elon was definitely more aggressive than us, and found a way to come up with the ball more times than we did. We had more turnovers than assists. Just things like that we've got to be a better team than that. So very disappointing day for me, about as fun as a root canal, and just regroup.
Questions?
Coach, obviously you're coaching students and it's finals week. How do you balance the stress of finals week and the stress of a game in the gym or in the film room? Yeah,
we're very sensitive to it. We definitely want them to focus on that. We obviously played Maryland last Thursday night. We gave them Friday and Saturday off to prepare for finals. Sunday, I was on the road from Friday to Friday recruiting. So the assistants brought them in Sunday and Wednesday, got shots up, got them up down a little bit, and then I came back Friday in time for practice. So we had Friday and Saturday and then shoot around this morning to try to prepare. So, it's just tough. Sometimes they, maybe take things for granted or whatever. And if you're hitting 50% of your threes like we've done a few times this year or right at it, you can get away with being a step slow, but today obviously we didn't shoot it well enough, and it almost came back to haunt us. But you're right. I think it's important that right now we let them focus on academics, and so that's what we did this past week, and that's what we'll do tomorrow. One more day. We got finals through Wednesday, so we'll give them some time off tomorrow as well, and then try to get ready for Chattanooga.
Defensively is maybe staying in front of your person regarding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you mention that to the players?
We talked about it after
Okay.
that.
Yeah. You're right. We're not doing a very good job of that. Too relaxed, standing up, not getting a stance. At times maybe not knowing what we're doing, first pick on the ball, whatever, which again, that falls on me, I guess. I've got to make it clear, but definitely at some point, you've got to be the one that decides, I'm going to have some pride here, and I'm going to keep my person in front of me, and I'm going to box my person out and do my job. So we didn't do that well today.
You've got a bunch of players coming back from injuries last year, serious injuries. And I'm sure you're trying to figure out how you can work them in. Did Kayla Ely show you a little bit in the first half with some of the passing that she had?
Yeah, Kayla's somebody that can definitely help us play faster and get us going. She's still not 100%. I saw her in transition a couple of times. Still not the gear that we're used to with her. But she's a pretty intelligent player, anticipates, gets to a spot, and she can do some things for us in that regard. I'll be honest, I had all these, and maybe that's my fault too. I had these visions of being able to rotate a little bit, and as we try to figure out how to play the people coming off the injuries. I don't think any of them are 100% yet. But hopefully that's going to continue to get better, and we got to be prepared to work them in a little bit. But at some point, when you're trailing in the second half, which I think we did fall behind by 1 at some point, you got to win a game. And while it's disappointing, that it came to that. You know, at that point, you go with experience, you go with the people that have gotten it done for you this year, and you hope at some point you can integrate those other players into the lineup.
Perimeter players today were combined, if my math is correct, 7 for 35. How much of a concern is that, or was that simply a
7 for 35, what?
7 for 35 shooting for your perimeter players?
Oh, well, they've been shooting it pretty well, so it's a bad day. But I think if you look, you know, the last few games, I think we've shot the three pretty well. But, you know, that's why at some points you say, let's get post touches, let's get the ball inside, and so I'd rather work inside out instead of coming down and settling for a contested three right out of the transition. So definitely, and you know, Elon was really physical with Elisa. They're undersized, but you could tell they wanted to really body up to her and make it tough for her, and they did a great job of helping from the weak side low person. And we talked all week about how we got to move on the weak side and make them pay for doing that. I need to go watch the film. I don't know if we actually did that or not, but you got to give Elon some credit for, you know, yeah, she scored 28 points, but she worked for every one of them. She earned it.
Coach, the bench players in NC State combined for a total of 0 points. Would you attribute that to like the slow feel of the game, or do you think there's a bigger concern involved?
Yeah, I mean, again, we're trying, you know, you'd like to, normally your first 4 or 5 games, you're trying to develop roles. Well, now when you have 3 players coming off knee injuries, you're trying to figure out where they are, where they can help us, because really, you know, our main depth is with those players that coming off the injuries. So it's a work in progress. I'll be honest with you, I don't. Right now, I'm hoping that all 3 of those players can help us. But at some point, you know, I've got to be comfortable that they're ready and can help us win a game.
To follow up with that question, as far as your bench scoring, a lot of it, the first several games, it came from Jada Boyd. Struggled recently. How much of a concern is that? Or?
Yeah, it's a concern. Again, we're playing, you know, we've been in a stretch where we're playing better teams, and they do a good job of rotating, and you've got to be under control. And she's a freshman that, you know, high school program wasn't super strong. And so even if you come from a really good high school program, like Jakia Brown-Turner did, it's still a learning curve between high school and college, and then really a big learning curve from high school to the ACC. So again, we're excited about Jada, but I think, you know, she had 3 turnovers in 6 minutes, and we got to be able to count on her to take care of the ball. She can do a lot of things well. She can help us on the boards, capable of scoring, but you know, we got to get her to ease into it a little bit when she does get in there.
Okay. Is anything good from this game that you're going to build on for the next game?
Well, I hope so. I don't know. You know, like I said, I don't think we had our normal energy, and don't think we were flying around the way we need to. And like I said, Elon, I'll give them credit too. They were well prepared, and they came in here hungry. And you know, the thing our kids got to realize: you rank top 10 in the country, you're going to get everybody's A game. I mean, they're going to realize it's an opportunity. And like I said, it's disappointing. Today it was on national TV, and that wasn't a very pretty performance. So, but obviously that's not our main concern. Our main concern is cleaning things up. Got to take care of the ball better. You know, offensively, got to make sure we're getting good looks. I think we got good looks. They just didn't go today. You know, I think we had open threes, and you know, we're going to keep shooting threes. I mean, but at the same time, we got to have balance, and I think Elisa gives us that, and so hopefully we'll get back on track offensively, and defensively we can learn to do a better job of guarding one-on-one.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you all.